All right, here we are, friends, for another drafty. We are on the Sunday, the week before the draft open and the Innistrad champs. So my deck lists have been submitted. So you can expect a couple constructed videos here in the near future, but this might be one of the few draft videos before those start happening. Anyway, let's go jump right in, pick one, pack one, to our best of one ranked draft here of Crimson Vow. Dorothea, the Vengeful Victim. It's okay. Not the best card ever. There are a ton of blue and white cards in the pack, which kind of make it awkward to take this first pick, although I don't mind doing so. Normally I would probably just take like Taxidermist here, but I'm willing to try the Dorothea out, as I don't normally draft this, and it's a powerful enough card to first pick, I think. Okay. Let's try to avoid the red-blue this time. I do like Wandering Mind a lot, but maybe we avoid it this time, since I've been forcing it quite a bit. Foreboding Statues, always a solid pick. If we want to stick with the blue-white theme, we have a plenty of good cards in those colors. Big fan of Lantern Bearer. Heron of Hope's not bad. Shield Basher's good. Again, the safest pick is probably just the statue and Stay Open. But I have been passing a lot of good blue and white cards, so we might get some strange signals come pack 2. But that's okay. We will now just take this Fierce Retribution, I guess. Screaming Swarm is fine. I'm not huge on the card. It's better in like the self-mill decks, but it's still playable. Traveler's okay. Repository Scab's okay. There's a Weaver of Blossoms here and an Evolving Wilds. I'm happy to take the Fierce Retribution. It's good enough. Might be the best card in the pack. Or at least it's good enough for removal anyway if it's not the best card. So seems like a fine pickup. Into maybe a Markov Waltzer. We could stay open to a red-white deck, although I'm not particularly fond of red-white. But it's probably the best card here, right? Otherwise, what am I taking? None of these white cards. It would probably be one of these blue cards, which are both good, or Evolving Wilds to stay open, but let's try this out. Why not? Another different direction than normal. Probably just take the Griff Rider here. Seems like the right choice. A card I'm not super happy playing, but or rather, it's not that I'm not happy playing it. I've not been impressed by the card, but it's good enough. Otherwise, I think the best card here is probably Diregraph Scavenger, and then obviously Vilespawn Spider is good as well, but let's stick with the white for now and take the Griff. Have a few different directions we could be leaning, and both of them are directions that I don't normally do, so this is a good change of pace, despite having I don't even know how many drafts under my belt at this point. There's always things to spice it up. Excuse me, Cradle of Safety or Heron of Hope now. Again, Heron of Hope would be the safe pick because all of these cards overlap with white. Yeah, I'm probably fine just taking that. You can pick up Cradle of Safety later, and you don't normally want to run like more than one of those unless you have a really good reason to, so it seems to make sense to me. Silly Nummy, taking all these white cards and not taking any green cards like he's used to. Okay, there's a late Blood Fountain, but I guess Heron Blessed Geist is what we're going to choose. Again, just sticking with the white cards, and this one's fine. Obviously gets a lot better if you have the means to get the value from the graveyard as well. That seems okay. Fear of Death versus Militia Rallier now. If we end up in blue-white, Fear of Death is not bad because you often can mill some Disturb cards for extra value. And Militia Rallier isn't anything special by any means. But I think it's decent enough. It's especially good at enabling training. And it stays on the white theme for now. Again, avoiding taking any other color. Although here I'm probably going to take one of these blue cards over, well, Dawnhart Geist, which is basically unplayable. And then the Beguiler is good. It's decent enough, but I don't think you have any problem picking these up, right? You can get those at any point in time, so... Here I might take the Cradle of Safety over the Scattered Thoughts, because we're going to end up with a bunch of flyers, ideally. And yeah, we'll take another Heron of Hope now. Good, good. Kind of just looks like we're ending up blue-white flyers. Pick 11, we get some playables here. Okay, I mean, we'll take the Stitched Assistant. The exploit cards are not bad in the blue-white deck because they can just sacrifice your cheap Disturb cards and then get some value that way later. I don't think the 2/3 flyer is exactly what we want, but... yeah, this is not a terrible first pack. Okay, some filler cards. I don't think I'm ever going to play Officiant. Vampire Slayer maybe if I need another 2-drop, but that's hopefully not the case. Maybe the nicest thing about this is that we're so open that if I open like a black bomb or something, or a green bomb, we can still just take it. Not that I would want to. And we opened a really good one here, the Mirror Hall Mimic. I don't think it's like some crazy bomb or anything, but it is just a very, very good card. And if you get to Disturb, and that Disturb creature survives for more than a turn, then, you know, you just end up taking over the game. So I guess in that sense, no, because it's not a bomb even in that sense, but again, it's just very, very high power. We are losing out on a Traveling Minister, Lantern Bearer, Adamant Will, Siphon Essence, so a lot of good cards, but it's a good pickup here for us. As we then get... kind of junky trunky. I might actually take the Fear of Death now. Witness the Future is better in like the blue-green decks, where you're self-milling a lot. It's not necessarily very good in blue-white like this. Yeah, I think we'll just take the Fear of Death here. What do we have? What do we need? We need some more interaction. So like Geistlight Snare wouldn't even be bad, although I think the Traveling Minister is a better choice. We need like those Sigarda's Imprisonments. Some more Fierce Retributions. Maybe some bounce spells, but right now this is not looking too bad. Traveling Minister with the Heron of Hope is so nasty. Just super annoying. Okay, Circle of Confinement, great. Yeah, losing out on some flyers here, but good enough removal. And it's an enchantment, so we get a little bit of value from that with like the Heron Blessed Geist. Aha, another Traveling Minister. Not surprised to see Creepy Puppeteer that go around this late again. It's a solid enough rare, but it's not like some crazy card that's going to win you the game immediately. 2 Traveling Ministers, 2 Heron of Hope is going to do a lot of good work here. Yeah, I'm liking the look of this deck now. As we probably just take another Griff Rider. The Griff Riders are getting better. Because we have the Traveling Ministers, it's going to be a lot easier to enable training. Hopefully. We are kind of just like a creature deck, though, right now. Our non-creature spells are these ones? Oh, and Circle. Okay, so that's not bad. But yeah, we do need some more interaction. We have 2 removal spell and 2.5 removal spells and then the Cradle. I guess awkwardly, I'm still really low on the overall Disturb creature count. We haven't seen any of like the Drog Skull, the 2/2s. Haven't seen any of the life linkers for 3. Strange. Another Griff Rider or... yeah, I guess we're just going to take another Griff Rider. I don't think we need another Blessed Geist or another Cradle. That's 3 Griff Riders now, so... yeah, we're going to take the knife here. Blue-white does not have very much access to blood tokens. You have like the Siphon Essence and the Sigarda's Imprisonment, but those are slow. And also we have a lot of evasive creatures right now, so the knife is going to help us mitigate a lot of that flood, or even screw, speaking of Siphon Essence, but we're going to take the Adamant Will here. We have too many flyers now. Just one good timed Adamant Will can often win the game. Although, the thing I don't like about Adamant Will in this format, there are a lot of ways to get around Indestructible. A lot of the best removal, either like exiles or bounces or, you know, bleed dry -13, -13. So a lot of ways to get around Adamant Will, but still a worthy inclusion. Yeah, another good thing here, we're on only pack 2. We have a full pack 3 to give us what we need to get those lantern bearers and whatnot. And maybe, you know what, maybe it's time to take the Binding Geists. I don't like this card, but it does fill a role here. Right? It's a 3-power creature that trains our Gryph Riders, and then it comes back later on as an enchantment to kind of act like a removal spell, although not very efficient. So yeah, we're sitting on a nice little 2-pack deck here, but hoping pack 3 gives us a lot of nice goodies. We opened a Winged Portent. Yes, I have a lot of flyers, but no, I don't think this card is good. Even with, like, and that should tell you something, even with the number of flyers I have in my deck, this is not worth taking. We're just going to take another Fierce Retribution here. Happy to pick that up. Passing a Chill, an Egg, although that doesn't matter since we only have one exploit. In fact, this exploit might not even be played right now since I don't have any of those like Lantern Bearers or Drogskull Infantries. We'll see. But easy first pick, Fierce Retribution for me. There's a Sigarda's Imprisonment, good. Alright, so first 2 picks removal here. Exactly what we were looking for out of pack 3. Not too much to say. Maybe we wield the Siphon Essence, but just for us, we take the Imprisonment. Another pretty weak pack. The thing is, if you look at it, I don't really have a reason to be playing blue, you know? Like, I opened the Dorothea, and we opened the Mirror Hall Mimic, but there just hasn't been much blue. I should have jumped out a long time ago, is what I'm thinking, but I just didn't. Like, no joke. Take a Courier Bat here to go with my double Traveling Minister and double Heron. Go to, like, black-white life gain deck. Maybe could have been better, or like the green-white Sigardian Paladin deck could have been better. Well, maybe we do that. Maybe we take this and see what happens. We're not losing anything in this pack. It would be a really late swap over to a different color, but yeah, there's just, the blue is so shallow here. Parasitic Grasp, very good. Did find a Kindly Ancestor though, which is always nice to have. Yeah, okay. I mean, not much here. We can take the Mariner, we could take the Hunter if we really wanted to, but probably should just take Siphon Essence. I don't think Supernatural Rescue is what we want to be playing. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take the Mariner after all. I think there is a world where I move into a little bit of green instead of this blue. Okay, Shield Basher. That looks like a good pickup over a 3rd Heron. Nice to have at least one of those in my white decks. That's kind of funny. Baseline white, and then just could be splashing any color here if we really had wanted to. I mean, for now, it's still going to be worth it to run the blue over any of the other colors, but the option was available. That's our worst card right now. Probably Vampire Slayer, but again, I have like nothing to do on turn 2. A lot of spells I probably don't want to be casting on turn 2. Steelclad Spirit, is that good in this deck? Don't really have any way to... Nah, we're just going to take another Kindly Ancestor here, I think. We're overloading on 3 drops, but it's fine. Nurturing Presence. Don't think that's what we want. but we're not taking any of those other cards. Alright, just some last few pickups that don't matter. Yeah, pack 3 was not very good. I was hoping to open like one more good rare, since we opened 2 decent rares. But kind of didn't get there. Don't think we're running 2 Adamant Will. I think I'm going to end up cutting this Fear of Death. And could go 16 lands here. Supernatural Stamina. Again, I don't think that's what we want. How many spirits do I even have? 6? Just a little bit too expensive, I think, for the rescue. Okay, I mean, a fine deck. All I know is that I opened Dorothea and probably shouldn't have been in blue. But we ended up with pretty good white overall, I think. I think the Vampire Slayer is my worst card. It's just the problem is I kind of want the 2-drop, but maybe it's okay to still cut it. I think I want to run 17 lands. Although I think 16 lands could still be okay here. Go like 10-6 in favor of white. That's probably not crazy. Yeah, I think we can go 10-6 in favor of white. That's not too bad. The only double blue I have is the backside of the Mirror Hall Mimic, so we should be okay. Alright, let's give it a shot. Blue-white stuff. I'm not even going to call it Disturb. It's blue-white flyers. A classic archetype in any limited environment. My guess is we get like 4 or 5 wins with this deck at best. Or I guess the average wins I get with this deck would be 4 or 5. On the play here with the decent looking hand. 2-drop, 3-drop. Protection removal. Opponent on Evolving Wilds, turn 1. Into a forest. Traveling Minister a little bit late to the party. Another Evolving Wilds, alright. So we might be able to just curve out on them while they go a little bit too slow here. Because now we are going to hit them for 2. We have 2 creatures on the board. The first creature they play I can imprison. Crawling Infestation? That is a surprise. Okay. I guess they're gonna need a removal spell here, basically, because this card is real weak. That ain't gonna cut it. So, how do we want to play this? I think I just push my pressure here. Imprison the Shield Basher, pump up the Slayer, attack for 6, untap my Minister so I can gain another life. Sigarda's Summons, huh? Okay. I mean, they are getting free blockers now. It just was really, really slow for them to do so. Another Shield Basher. Those are not good blockers. Alright, so I'll just, once again, pump up the Slayer. Attack with both. Okay, they're gonna trade and chump. Fine by me. And now you can see why Crawling Infestation is so bad. It doesn't trigger except for their turn. I mean, they still have 5 cards in their hand. Cloaked Cadet, alright, 4-2. That doesn't do anything here for them, sadly. We just go pump. Back with both. They take 8. We gain another life. Say go. We get to exile their Shield Basher end of turn and make a foo, or make a blood. Snarling Vulture. Heron of Hope. Alright. Got a lot of blockers. Another land to draw for us, so let's go ahead and pitch. Okay, pump up the Rallier here. Attack. Untap the Minister. Okay, now we're gonna fire off the Cradle. Get them pretty good. And play out another lethal creature. Say go. The thing about the Crawling Infestation here is that it's also milling them out. They have 13 cards left in their deck. Hey, that's a really good one. Okay, they can gain 4 life here because of Heron of Hope. So they're not quite dead, I guess. Let's see, let's make all of these 4 power. Attack with all. Give their 1/1 -0. Untap our Minister. Indestructible. So they do have to double chump here. Or double trade. Double block, I should say. Yeah, and at this rate, even if they stabilize, which they are, they're not going to be able to kill me before they deck out. So... you want to put this on the Hunter. Oh wait, whoops. I forgot, I don't have my Spirit anymore, that was a mistake. So they could just eat that. I don't really care. I guess we want to just hit him for 3. Because attacking with the Rallier doesn't do anything. I could make them chump with their 1/1, but that's not good enough. Oh, is Crawling Infestation a May? Am I silly? Aha, it is a May. Alright, hey, you know what? They are stabilizing here too. Flourishing Hunter into Flourishing Hunter is pretty good. The first one only gained 1 life, but the second one gained 6. And they're choosing to draw now. 8 cards left in their deck. Okay. I mean, if we draw one of our Fierce Retributions, it's going to be all over, but... oh, no, they're starting the beats. So... yeah, we still want to train on top of our Griff Rider. I do need to draw another spell here, though. Because now I'm starting to flood out. We've drawn, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spells, and we've drawn 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 land, and I only have 16 land in the deck. Okay. That's fine. Okay, we need them to not be able to give their Paladin lifelink. That's not exactly the card we were looking for, is it? So once again, pump the Basher. Attack with these two. Train our Griff Rider. Hit him for 5. Put him to 2. Oh, you know what? The Perish Blade trainee itself is going to give the Paladin lifelink. Alright, so they can gain a bit of life this turn. More life than they could already gain. In fact, they might have just swung this around. Oh, they have another summons! Wait. Did they mess up? They messed up. They needed to give this... No, I guess they can still gain 4 life this turn, can't they? Because once the Perish Blade trains, the Sigardian Paladin gains lifelink. Right? Yeah. So I need to trade here. They go back up to 9. Oh boy. Guess we're losing. They've gained so much life. Finally. Actually, both players have gained a ton of life this game, haven't they? I'm almost dead on board because of the pump from the crawling, or from the Glorious Sunrise. They can't attack with their Perish Blade. So I do need to chump this turn. This 1/2's not doing anything anymore, so... Can I just draw one of my Fierce Retributions for the win? Do I lose now? Let's see, I can gain 2 and then 5 life. Pump this, go to 18. Lifelink, go to 21. 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. But I have to trade off my Griff Rider to do this. And then I don't have lethal next turn, do I? This is kind of brutal. I guess the Shield Basher is supposed to attack, isn't it? Because this prevents only 2 damage anyways on defense. Yeah. Alright, I mean, I flooded pretty badly and the opponent had a really good stabilization. Nice. I think they're gonna pull this out, just barely. Oh, that's right. The Perish Blade is going to make one of their other creatures fly, too. Yeah, we just lost this game to Sunrise and flooding out. I don't know if there was much I could have done differently. We just needed, like, one more spell in the earlier game. Sure. Come on, dude. 9, 10, 11, 12 lands. Remember, I'm running 16 in my deck. This is kind of absurd. Good beats. I don't even know. Somebody's gonna have to go back and count how much life they gained this game from that glorious sunrise. Some multiple. Some crazy multiple. 18 life, maybe? No, maybe that's too much, but wouldn't be surprised. Again, I wasn't counting, but it feels like they've gained at least 15. Not to mention the life gain from here. They can't quite get aggro yet. I think they need to gain life one more turn, yep. Yep. I will be dead next turn now. Thirteen of my 16 land. 17 cards left. This is fine. Let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. They have 17 trample damage. I can block 6 of it. They could go for the kill here. If I have anything, I can stop them a little bit, but okay, they're playing it very conservatively, so they're not going for the kill quite yet. So I'm gonna go down to 1. I don't even know what I can draw at this point. Are you kidding? That's just insane. 13, 14, 2 lands left in 16 cards. Good beats. Alright. Sometimes you're just not even meant to win. Like, what are you gonna do there? You know what we needed, right? That dagger that I put in the deck for exactly that reason. I said to help mitigate flood. Needed to draw the damn dagger. But that was just extreme flood. Alright, good game. I'm not mad, you're mad. This is where everybody in the comments, all the shuffle truthers. But no, I don't think there's actually anything wrong with the shuffler. It might feel that way sometimes, but that's just magic. All you can do is clap your hands and say, you know, well played, OP. Well played. Alright, we're on the play here. We just need to find one land in this hand does some things, so I'm fully expecting to now not hit my 3rd land. Oh, okay, look at that. We did find the 3rd land in time, so there's that. Looks like we might be on some kind of a mirror match here. We're gonna just get this Foreboding statue online ASAP. It fixes clearly, and then it also gives us a 5/5 later on. Did not find my land, though. Let's go ahead and lead with the Griff Rider, see if they have a counter, maybe. Thirst for discovery and response, alright. And we'll have to remember to use the Foreboding statue at the end of their turn to give it an extra counter. Ooh, they discarded 2 spells. Chill of the Grave and another Spirit. They have a Cruel Witness. This only hits 3s, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's go for Imprison on the Witness. Dorothea and smash for 2. And it's nice when we do eventually go for Dorothea, the Disturb, we have Cradle of Safety as a backup. That's another really good creature. Sure. Let's confine that. And I don't want to attack for 4 yet. We want to wait until we get some extra train value, although I guess with the Thresher we already do get that. Wow! Hope he's got a nice one. Dang. Well, this is just a full-on mirror match, isn't it? But I think our flyers are probably going to put them in a real bad spot. I'm just gonna go for this now. Three cards left in their hand. That doesn't matter. Okay. I'm fine trading here. Now if they go for the Mimic, we can just Fierce Retribution. I can't put it on their flyer, because I just have the ability to exile it already. They could put it on my Griff Rider if they want to. But that's going to be a little bit too slow. We're just all in here. Nothing, huh? Alright, let's go to combat. Give it chill. Alright, let them get their Surveil on. And I don't have an option. If I don't do this, they're gonna just wreck me in 2 turns of attacks, so... This hits them for 8. And it denies the card draw. Let's go ahead and play our land out so I can exile their Cruel Witness as well. But I'm going to pass and hold up Retribution first. They did keep that card on top, whatever it was, though. Depository Scab on Chill of the Grave. Okay. Pretty good. So they get to chill my Griff Rider for a turn. So I'm going to take 6 here. They're going to do it on my upkeep, most likely. I need to find something. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know what I could do? I could actually discard the Mimic to my blood token and enchant something up if I wanted to. But I don't know if that quite makes sense. So what's their play next turn? They're gonna hit me for 6, or sorry, 9, no, 6. Gonna be 5 mana to do that, so I won't be able to... Yeah, I think we just play this out. Can't give first strike since I don't have 3 cards in my graveyard, so I think we're just gonna copy one of their random 3/3s and pass. Think that makes sense? This is gonna be a pretty close game. They go for Mimic on their Scab, that's great for us since we can Retribution it. Yeah, they can attack for 3 first strike, that's fine. Yep. Alright, I think we just go for the kill on this. Perfect. Now, force a trade here. Great. Alright, and so they're dead to our Griff Rider next turn. Okay, that looks pretty deep. Do you find an answer? Because one flying blocker doesn't work, because the Griff Rider makes the 4/4 with it. Alright. Managed to win a game. He says after playing 2 games. 1-1 now. These games are a lot grindier than I thought, especially that first game. What I need to do is just play a flyer and win. That's what's supposed to happen. None of this nonsense. Okay. Next game here. Pretty nice hand. Just need to find 1 land once more, but we got the turn 1 Minister. Then we have a bunch of 3 drops if we can find a land to go along. Turn 1 island and a lantern bearer. You got it. Hey, once again we drew the land. Alright, well we're not attacking into that, so let's just gain a life. Another mirror match? Another mirror match. OP starting the flying beats. Let's get the statue online. Griff Rider doesn't block either of those favorably anyway. Take the damages. Okay. Play our flyer. Gain a life. Take our 1. He's still not doing anything over there. I should have actually played out the Ancestor last turn. I don't know what I was doing. They haven't played anything the last few turns, which is concerning. There we go. Tippy Tapper. Alright. Mana. Now, how do we want to do this? Guess we want to just... Well, does that even make sense? I don't think I actually imprison that, do I? Although it will be a card I want to exile eventually. But I feel like what I do here is just... Heron... Gain extra life. Attack. Oh, excuse me. They can double block the Kindly Ancestor. But we'll kill the Lantern Bearer here. Alright, they're just gonna bounce, that's fine. Go ahead and flip our doo-doo as well. Okay. Hmm. 6 mana pass, huh? I'm gonna copy their Beguiler. Thus give our Lifelinker extra power, go to combat, see what they did not tap. Alright, I'm gonna swing with everything then. They have like 3 Fierce Retributions, so be it. Okay, there's one. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, we'll kill the 1/1. They did have 2 Fierce Retribution. Alright. Didn't actually mean it when I said it, but here we are. Sure. I guess we cannot sacrifice that anyway right now. Let's go ahead and go to combat. And I think we're gonna go ahead and imprison their Beguiler. So we can exile it next turn. And then just keep bolstering our life total. We're gaining so much life here. Alright, good enough for me. Excuse me. Strange game. I don't know if this deck is good or not. I think it's probably okay. What did I say? 4 to 5 wins with it? Yeah, I'd venture like this gets 4 wins on average, but who knows? Maybe we can rattle some off. 2-1 now. Well, we correctly won the die roll like a champion, but we did not get a good hand. Let's go ahead and ship it down to 6. And, yeah, I'm gonna keep this 6. I think we're gonna pitch the Basher, keep the Flyers. Once again, we're in that position where I just need to hit that 3rd land to really do anything. Okay. Land next turn or I cry. I guess it's tears then. Alright, well, turn late, but that's okay. Better late than never, I suppose. Another mirror match? Sheesh. How many blue-white decks are there? Oh, some more tinfoil hat time. Arena pairs you with similar decks. Put your tinfoil hats on. Wood Drogskull Infantry. That's what we were looking for. Alright. Well, hopefully they don't have a syncopate here. It's a pre-roll attack with their 2-2. I'm gonna go ahead and block. They have a Blessed Geist of their own. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright. I guess let's move the dagger on and attack for 3. Now do we want to pump since they didn't? I would gain 4. Make a blood, that seems good. And let that administer afterwards. I don't mind doing a little bit of kind of racing here, since with the Minister and the Heron we're going to be gaining a lot of life back. Do they have a Fierce Retribution or something? Or what do they have? I don't think it's Fierce. Sure, so they have an imprisonment. Dorothea was actually a really good draw. Alright, let's go ahead and gain 2 life. And do I want to play my own Geist out? Is that better than playing Dorothea? Yeah, because our statue's gonna turn into a 5/5 here end of turn as well. This makes sense. As they have a wash away, sure. Only 2 cards left in their hand. That doesn't really matter. We can just block the 3/1, take 5, go to 7. They're gonna main phase exile the Heron, or at least they should when I have the Minister. If they don't have anything else to do. I guess they can wait for me to use the Minister first before they do it. Okay. Now they do it in response. Yep. And we'll leave back our 1/5 to block. Alright, we're in a good spot. This card's an island, sure. Look at this game, we've drawn so few lands in comparison. Okay. So... Actually... Do I want to trade with their Binding Geist? It gives me an enchantment. Could just take 3. Eh. That's fine, I'll take 3. Dorothea's on attacks or blocks, so if I just bounced off, she would die end of turn. Alright, well now they're hellbent too. That's good. That white. The minister. Pump our ancestor. Yeah. I only have 1 planes anyway, so I can't cast both of these. Go ahead and Adamant Will. Gain 6, make another blood. I guess I might trade Dorothea for one of their Binding Geists at this point. And then just bounce here and take 3. Because once we get our enchantment online, we can then Heron Blessed Geist from the graveyard. So I think that makes sense. Ah, 4/4 flyer. That's pretty good. Okay. Do we even want this Vampire Slayer? We'd rather just pitch the Slayer. Alright. Attack for 5, gain 5. More blood. Guess we wanted Dorothea here. And pass. That sets up for Heron Blessed Geist next turn. And now we can still attack with the Thresher and make a 4/4 attacker with it. This is a strange game. Yep, correct to mill themselves. Go ahead and try to kill this Screaming Swarm here. Now, obviously they can just get that back in a couple turns, but that might be enough time. Okay. So let's quickly use this ability while we can. Attack for 4. Gain life. Gain life. And I'll go ahead and dagger up one of these. If we want to, we can remember discard Binding Geist to blood, and then use the enchantment side of things. Wedding announcement. Yikes. That's a problem. Okay. Well, what can I do about that? So let's discard the Binding Geist first and foremost. It's not terrible. Make it sense to do it to the flyer? The flyer still eats one of my creatures. I think so, though. They're drawing their 4/4 next turn. Oh, I don't know why I didn't just... That made no sense. Why am I pumping this if I'm not attacking with it? I mean, I know they're going to trade here, so the same result is going to happen, but it didn't make sense to do that, of course. Interesting game we have here. Oh, what? Oh, man. That was the last card in their hand? Lantern Flare? That's unlucky. Okay. Shoot, well... That's very bad. Move the dagger here. Pump. Pump. Attack for 4. Okay. Give us a blood token. And we need to find another Heron of Hope or something, but we're just dying. They have way too many things that they can do here. I don't want to play the land and hold up Cradle because I don't really care if they make my Rallier smaller. You know what we need to draw? We need to draw our Mimic and start copying creatures. That's going to be our way to win this game. Okay, they're main phasing using Swarm. Sure. Get their 2/1/1 flyers from their Heron, yep. Alright, flip it up. So all their creatures are gonna get the Anthem effect. There's the Mimic, that's what we were looking for. Okay. Go ahead and eat their infantry. Whip up the dagger. There you go. I'd be surprised if they use the -2/-0s on my Rallier, but they might. Just gain 2 more life and pass again. So they're going to play their Swarm, and that's the card that we're going to end up copying. Yep, mill themselves, of course. Although it will make sense to start milling me later. It's fine. So whenever they cast, so they're going to start gaining more life when they cast those things from their graveyard. Oy, oy, oy. What a game. So they're going to try to enchant my Swarm. I'm going to cradle it. I actually want to trade with their Screaming Swarm so I can get my Mimic in the graveyard and start doing the copy effect. They did mill me. Alright, let's go for it. Uh-oh, what do they have? They have a reverse Cradle of Safety, okay. Wait. That's okay though, because now that their Cradle's gone... Well, they're just gonna kill me in like 2 swoops, aren't they? Yeah, they're just gonna kill me in like 2 swings. Yeah, this is not even good enough. They're gonna kill me with damage and mill at the same exact time, basically. That's funny. Ah, this has been a good game, though. At least it wasn't like that crazy game 1 where we drew 14 of our 16 lands or whatever it was in the top 23 cards. But yeah, we're dead here. Again, the mill is just going to kill me in 2 turns anyways. Good beats. GG's. Ugh. Can we get no more of these blue-white mirrors, please? Can we play a different deck? 2 and 2. All right. The rally back. The rally of skill. A showcase of dedication. What was, were there any huge mistakes that game, I wonder? Maybe killing their Screaming Swarm the first time with Retribution wasn't good enough? Our only out to the Screaming Swarm was, Sigarda's, to exile it permanently. The value on that killed us for sure. I mean, so did the wedding announcement in the long run, but... I think it was more the Screaming Swarm than the wedding announcement that did us in. Okay, let's go. 2-2, salvage time. Ah, man, I hate this kind of hand, but I'm gonna keep it on the play. 3-drop, 4-drop with removal on the play. The issue here is that my creatures are super weak. So if the opponent even has 1 removal spell, we're probably in bad shape. If they have 2, ugh. We're hoping that the opponent does not have much interaction. Let's put it that way. Hello indeed. Are we playing another mirror match here? Put our tinfoil hats back on if they're gonna play a plains. Oh, okay. They're the red-blue deck then. They're gonna do some smashing. I think I prefer gaining a life versus them than dealing 1 damage. Yep, that's not surprising. Well, hopefully the bolt is gone now for the basher. Sure. Fortunately, OP's had a really good lineup versus us. Gutter Skulker. Oh boy. This ain't good. I guess I'm gonna Retribution the Gutter Skulker. I do not have very high confidence right now, though. Alright, I hope you have 4 lands in your hand. So maybe I can beat 4 lands. I could also just take the hit there from the Skulker, see if they play like a Celebrants post-combat. Because it could be that killing anything they play post-combat allows us to get a hit in with our Minister. Depository Scab, sure. Get back their Blessed Bolt. They might get back their Siphon Essence, but Blessed Bolt kind of makes sense right now. Sure. Alright, time to draw a flyer. Heron? Geist? Imprisonment. Yeah, I think we just play it out, sadly. They don't have any reason to enchant that Scab up anyways. And not only is 3 damage gonna just add up, but oh well, that was a pretty good draw for them to have there. I'm gonna say, but we also can get a blood by exiling it. We are not very likely winning this game. Hmm, 3/3 is good enough to beat me. Well, it was fun while it lasted, friends, but Blue-white poopers, not doing the job here. We're just dying to some random 3-power critters. That's not even good enough. They either will just be able to kill it, tap it down. Sure, I've seen enough here. All right, let's wrap this one up. This deck was had some rough draws to it. Let's put it that way. I don't think the draft went very well for me. Remember, I first picked the Dorothea, and then I kind of clung on to blue, although we could have been open on any other color. My white was decent, but it was just a little bit too frail, and then some of our draws were obviously, especially game 1, were just horrendous. I mean, again, 13 or 14 of my 16 lands drawn or seen or whatever. So that one just felt unfortunate, and then we died to the Glorious Sunrise or whatever. But yeah, there you go. Another draft. I'm glad people still enjoy these quote unquote poor drafts, because I think it is important to show that, you know, even players of my caliber, #1 in the world. Yes, #1 in the world, he says, 99%. You know, we have these drafts as well. There's nothing wrong with that. You shouldn't get upset. Magic is a game with variance, so even the best in the world, you know, at their peaks are only winning maybe 70% of the time tops, and 70% is an absurd rate. So don't get down if you have these type of drafts where things don't go your way and they don't end up very well. There's always room to learn and grow. And you know, the next 7 win is just around the corner. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, my friends. Thanks for watching. I will see you all back here tomorrow, or whenever you watch this video. Like I mentioned before, I will do some deck techs of the decks that I choose for the upcoming Innistrad champs. And then we still do have the draft open at the same time as the Innistrad champs. So hopefully you're getting some information from that, or from these videos, some learning a little bit. But yeah, we'll see you all next time.